Hey everyone, like most of my clients and a couple of designers have been asking me like what's my usual web design process, how I usually onboard a client after a call. So here's exactly I am showing you about the onboarding flow, mainly how I initially help the client in order to work together. So it would be around 1 to 16 days. So it usually depends on the scope of the project. So first would be on initial day, which is day one. After after the call, I just send this checklist for the client. So in this checklist, it contains mainly the invoice. So the first I would send the invoice for the client. It would be like 50% upfront and 50% after the project is completed. And the second thing is we usually set up a communication channel mainly on LinkedIn, email, or Twitter. So that's the three platforms my clients are usually active, but they are like super active on one platform. So I'll just like double check which platform is it. So and the third thing is I'll just send like couple of questions. So I'll be sharing this. By the end of the video, I'll be walking through these questions in brief. And on day two and day four, this is usually where the client sends the payment upfront, and after that only I usually work on that project. On day two, mainly after after the first day. So after the first day, it will be mainly the client would be sending the content copy and assets for the website, and I'll just check in, like double check everything, and build the website straight away in Framer. So after like building a website, it usually takes around 2 to 3 days or maybe like a day. It depends on the scope of the project usually. So on day 5 to day 14, it's usually I send the website, mainly the preview link for the client in order to give me feedback. So I usually get the feedback within within a day or two. In terms of feedback, they will have like a lot of changes, lot of content changes, layout, in terms of images. So we'll just figure it all those things, and we'll just launch the website. So this is like as simple. I just make this process as simple as possible, and there is no complication in terms of for the client or for me. So on final day, which would be like launching the website, in terms of launching the website, I focus on two things. So the first is I usually send the project, mainly the remix link. We call it as a remix link. I'll send the remix link for the client. They usually copy that project link, and they'll just add a hosting plan, and they'll add a domain and get the site live. Or the second thing is, if they don't know how to manage, they don't know how to set up the domain, or they don't know how that whole technical things work. So I usually help them with that. They usually pay me for the hosting, where I'll be managing their website on their behalf. They just need to pay the hosting plan for me in terms of getting the site alive. So I'll just do everything from my side. So in terms of communication and timeline, these are like the three things I just put an expectations upfront for the client. The first would be the check-ins. I usually send a quick update, yeah, whether it's for the project, usually within a day or two, regarding what's usually being done. So second thing is responsive time, which is crucial. When the client sends any kind of feedback, I usually respond within 6 to 24 hours. And also it takes on the weekdays, it takes about a day, mainly on Sundays and all. And the timeline would be, it highly depends on the client. For me, for them, it would be a week or two. It depends on the scope of the project when they want the website to be live. Final thing is in terms of the communication and timeline, they usually have a scope of the project. They expect it to be live within like 4 to 5 days, or maybe just a week. So it depends upon the client on when exactly they need the website to be live. So these are like three things I just share with the client in order to get some expectation with them. So in terms of check-ins, I usually send a quick update regarding the project within a day or two. And the second thing is the responsiveness, how quickly I respond to their messages in terms of revisions and all. It would be usually around 6 to 24 hours, and on weekdays it usually takes a day. On Sundays it usually takes 1 day or 2 days. So based on the third thing is timeline. In terms of the timeline, again I said it depends upon the client and when they want it to be live. Usually it takes 1 or 2 weeks, and the bigger project it usually takes around a month, where we go back and forth in terms of a revision in order to accomplish their needs for the website. So in the end of the video, I just said I'll just gonna walk you through the couple of questions. So in terms of these questions, I usually send this document and this document in this onboarding checklist, and also the couple of questions. These questions are crucial in terms of what the clients are usually looking for in terms of their website. And also these questions consist of their goals, what they're like trying to accomplish in their business. Okay, so this I just don't want to like quickly. I just don't want to share like a brief about this. You can like go through these questions. So first is, how are we like measuring success? I asked like what the success looks like. For them, it would be like mainly focused on conversion, or maybe they want to look credible in terms of their potential clients or customers. So the second question is, what's the main thing you want your website to do? It may be like 4 or 5 things. They want more clients. They want to sell a product or service online. They want to showcase their work or portfolio. Or to for startups, it's usually launch or promote their SaaS product. And finally, build trust and credibility with potential clients. So this is the second question. The third question is, what matters most to you when building your website? So these are like 5 things you can go through. For them, it would be launching quickly, have full control or convert visitors, stand out, having a unique or modern website, or they want to look professional, or honestly like all the above. So how comfortable? So this is the thing where in terms of usually launching the website, I will know whether they need a maintenance plan or not. So these are like 3 things, like how comfortable are you using a website platform. If they take any of the that one, I'll get to know about you whether they want help with managing their website. And the fifth question would be, where are you at now? Mainly the transformation, and they where they want to get. This is mainly the question regarding the transformation. And so what kind of a website we are building? This would be like final questions, whether it may be landing page for a wedding, landing page for a startup, consumer brands, e-commerce, or anything like that. And desired look and feel, this would be mainly images, or they want just a simple illustrations, or both. And the color schemes, this is where the branding aspect comes into mind. And finally, they will be like entering their email and name. So finally, these are the common things I do in terms of onboarding the client. So this is my exact process. So I'll be linking these two documents, mainly the onboarding checklist and the questions, in the end of the video. You can check it out. If your client looking to build a website in Framer specifically, I'm happy to help you. You can reach out to me regarding your website or landing page project. So I'll just link my social media profile. You can directly reach out to me. So that's it, and I'll see you in the next video.